I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another video. So today, this video that I'm making right now is gonna be, quite a short one. I was thinking about one of the tasks I've given you guys, right? And something I've explained to you. And it was, a bit of an informal task. I didn't exactly say it as homework, but I told you guys, look at the daily chart and try and predict the next candle every day that you can, right? And I said if you can start doing it on the daily chart, you'll get good at doing it on the lower time frame. If you can do it on, like, let's say the 4 hour, you'll get better at doing the 1 hour. And it's, as we know, the market's fractal. So if you really trained, and learned that ability, observe price intraday, you'd eventually get very good at it on the 1 minute potentially, right? So what I've created is a small spreadsheet. This task, this homework, is something that I think will be very, developmental for you guys. And the reason I'd like you to track your results, and I've sat here and made this spreadsheet for everyone, is because think about it this way, right? You come into this, you've entered your results, right? The reason I put X's is because I'm going to put this out tonight, right? Which is Sunday morning. And you can start predicting your bias for the upcoming week. And I've decided to make this video before I make the weekly outlook. I'm going to drop the weekly outlook tomorrow night, not, during the day, because I want you guys to go out there, figure out your own bias, write it down, then we can come back to it, right? With your daily bias, pretty simple, right? You're going to be guessing day to day. Okay, the market's about to open. Today's Monday. Monday is even me. Typically, I'm unsure, so, I'll make a logical, prediction, thesis, have my reasoning behind it. Cool. If you really want, you can add another section that says comments and have a small, let's say commentary, why you picked that reason, what you expect Monday to trade to rather would be a bad idea. Or, let's say you add a comment section and you write anticipate trading to X, whatever it is. And then you might have another section. Did this happen? Yes or no? Whatever. Cool. You guys don't have to keep these spreadsheets as I make them. You can tweak around and change the things that you want to change. But essentially, that is what we want to see, right? So Monday, something, Tuesday, something. And this is something you can review every day. Even if you're not trading, you should be observing price. You learn to become in sync with price and understand where price came from. And now you're guessing, what did it do today? And then where's it going next, right? Cool. Exact same principle on the weekly. Now, I feel like the weekly chart should be easier for most of you. The weekly chart in a way is slower and easier to predict. The daily chart, yes, every day can be different. You can expect a certain profile in a week and, days play around. But the weekly is pretty solid to guess, in my opinion at least. So just follow that principle. I will forward this, sheet into the bootcamp channel, and I want all of you guys to fill this in for this week for starters. It should be easy. By the way, when we talk about the daily, I don't want you guys to think, oh, it's going to be a bullish week, so therefore I'm going to come here and for every day this week I'm going to write bullish, bearish, whatever, right? No, that's not how you do it. Have a bullish, have a bias, right? For example, I've written a bias here. I was just checking something. This might not actually be my bias this week, by the way, so be careful. And now, once I've, looked at the charts, made my notes, I will put in a bias for Monday. But I won't put in the bias for Tuesday until Monday's done trading. Now, I'm not saying sit there at midnight, but once, the likely high and the low of the day is put in, usually after London close kills on, which is 5 p.m. if you're in the UK, you should be able to, say, okay, the next day will most likely draw to this, or go there, or do this, whatever. Right? This is in line with the other spreadsheets I've given you, the daily, data collection and the weekly data collection. Remember, you're collecting data on those, but you can also use them, right? Like one of the small things I showed you guys, very easy to see your ADR, for example. But even building a weekly profile, understanding, okay, instead of having to, go through several time frames, let me go to my data collection sheet. Yesterday was a consolidation. We delivered 50 pips. Tomorrow is PPI. It's a Wednesday. We're about to trade into higher time frame order block. You see how you can bring these things together? Okay, we deliver 50 pips, and the next day is likely to give us big expansion. Is there a driver to allow this? Yes, there's PPI because we made a note of it. We checked for its factory. Now we go on the actual charts, technical aspect. Are we about to trade into, high time frame array? Yeah, we're about to trade into, I don't know, a daily order block. So is it likely price pushes into this, then reverses, midweek reversal because it's a Wednesday? Yeah, there you go. You have a logical thesis. You used all the data you've been collecting. Don't collect this for the sake of it. Actually use these things. Of course, some days they won't serve a purpose. They won't have a use to you. But, some days they will. And that's the point of it. With this sheet in specific, like I said, we have, of course, the January written out. What this should allow you to do is, let's say we take our January data, and especially this box is where we want to, pay attention. We take the results. Did I get it right? This is how many selected. This is 11 selected, right? Out of these 11, how many did I get right in January? I don't know, let's say I get 7 right. You turn that 7 into a percentage, make a note somewhere here, right? Now again, repeat. Feb. Repeat again, March. You want to see improvement over time, right? The point isn't, 1 month's going to be better than the other. Well, of course, if we're progressing linearly, you do want to see improvement. But what I'm saying is you want to see a general improvement. You might see a couple no's here. You want to start seeing no's a lot less often as you work all the way down this list and cover the whole year. This is also, these 3 sheets combined now, the daily data collection, the weekly, and this sheet, should make sure you're very engaged in the market even if you're not trading. That is what you want to do. You don't want to be completely separate from the market when you're not trading. You still want to be aware of what's going on and still tapped in with price. But that is it for this video. It's nothing too complicated. Hope all you guys find it easy. If there's any questions you have, anything you need help with, as usual, just give me a shout.